Alright guys, it's already been 7 weeks since we first made our Eternal Terrarium. This is a video of my, my other organisms inside of the Eternal Terrarium. I put in a cricket, a stink bug, a giant beetle slash cricket thing, and I don't know what I should call the other ones, but the really small beetles. Right now you could see the grasshopper moving. So this was shot 1 week before this video was made, and you could already see the earwig. I forgot to mention that. This was like 5 days after the first video, and you could already see the stink bug on the left and the grasshopper on the right and the small beetle on the right. Here's another shot of the tiny beetle, but this time it's moving around the whole Eternal Terrarium. And you could also see the giant cricket slash beetle right here. You could see a tiny bit of white stuff on its back. I'm not sure if it had that before it came into the Eternal Terrarium or when I first introduced it to the Eternal Terrarium. But I think it had it before the Eternal Terrarium because the other bugs in the Eternal Terrarium weren't affected and only the cricket slash beetle was. And right now, this is a few days after, on like the 9th day, the cricket slash beetle thing died, and you could see more of the white stuff on its back slash neck, and also on the Eternal Terrarium right now. Alright guys, this is present day, or present time I guess, and this is the Eternal Terrarium. There's already one dead beetle right here. I put in 4 other beetles, and here's also the, it's called dead grasshopper thing also, that also died, and there have been way more of these worms that I'll get to in just a second. So this is just more worms, and I'm going over some more stuff about this video. All of the other bugs, and I mean all of the other bugs, have died, and it happened around 3 days after I added in my 4 other small beetles right here, and they just died. And I just want to say this first. This is week 7 Eternal Terrarium, and we have a big surprise. Now, this may not seem like there's a lot of worms at the bottom, but there are a ton of worms. I mean, seriously. How many worms is that? There's just too many to count. I mean, I can't think of a word. It's just, there's just too many. I mean, I don't even know how all of them just spawned in right here, but after those few days, since all of the bugs died inside of the Eternal Terrarium, I would say about 1 day later, and I'm recording this video on Friday, so this happened around Wednesday of this week, and I just checked my Eternal Terrarium and there was a ton of worms, and I put them in the dark for around since Friday of last week, and they've just been in the dark the whole time. And I thought my beetles, we're not getting to that right now. I thought these beetles would stay alive longer, because I had one beetle, the one from way back in December with all my roly-polies, that one was still alive since since all of the roly-polies have died. But ever since I added in, I guess, all these other bugs, then they all died. And then after that, all of these worms appeared. So I think it has to do with the worms, or it has to do with I don't know. So if you guys have any suggestions to why all of these worms just started being born, then please comment down why you think this has happened. And yeah, so this is very surprising. Okay guys, so after all of that has happened, I see my earwig has also died, and I've come to the conclusion of never putting in any more insects in here, because this earwig was actually doing pretty fine, and it looked a bit bigger than when I first put it inside the Eternal Terrarium. And then a day after, let's say on Tuesday, I saw it and it was bigger. And then the next day, on Wednesday, when all of these worms showed up, this earwig was dead. And I don't know why it just suddenly died. Maybe the lack of food, but it definitely was bigger than before. And I feel like it has to do with these worms. Or bacteria. There's probably more bacteria inside of here, so that may also be the case. And yeah. Okay, now for the scary part, or maybe less scary part. This is the remains of the dead cricket / beetle thing. And I don't know why, but there's starting to be mold on it, and it just looks disgusting. I just have to say that out loud. It just looks horrible. But then again, I shouldn't be saying that since I did put it in here. So, yeah. I feel bad for putting all these bugs in here, but before, the roly-polies and that one beetle were doing just fine. And yeah. But anyways, you could see like tiny little white stuff around its neck, like right here around the head and neck area. And I think those might be mites, because the other bugs, they never had any mites. And yeah, ever since they I guess they were already on the beetle / cricket thing, and they just do whatever mites do, just like with my ant colony. Wait, no, just like other people's ant colonies. Their colonies can get destroyed by just some mites. Whoa. There's a hole right there. See it? Right there. I wonder how that got there. It might have been from the earwig. But wow, I just noticed that. Anyways. If you guys also have any other suggestions to why, or comments about how the cricket / beetle thing got the mold, please comment down below, because I would really like to know. And yeah, I just want to know. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything that has happened over the past 2 weeks since my last Eternal Terrarium update. And again, this is week 7, sorry. This is week 7. And yeah, so there are definitely more worms in here, worm things. And I'm not gonna put any more bugs in here, since they might die also, just like the cricket, the earwig, the stink bug, the grasshopper, and the beetles too. And I mainly feel like the worms are the cause, and this might be like their breeding ground or something like that, because this is where the what's the word? The majority of them are at. Like right here. Near where the dead insects are at. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything about week 7 Eternal Terrarium update. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, please leave a thumbs down. Do whatever you want. And also please comment down what you think caused the cricket/beetle thing to die, and if you think these worms are the cause. And again, I'm not going to be putting any more insects in here since they may die also. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So I'm Ender Ants, and I'll see you guys in my next Eternal Terrarium update video.